remainder a week. And you've got to remember, Paul Nicholls has won this on 7 previous occasions. I'm surprised Ferof isn't a lot shorter.
Well, Sunday crowds, got a bit of early Christmas tinsel by the look of it. There I am, I'm famous at last. Well done, go and give it a wave. Oh God, everyone's on the phone about it too. Anyway, a superb afternoon here. I mean, I've given how vile the weather can be at this meeting. This is a real treat. And novice chase action up and coming.
Tremendous condition. Just see L'Eldorado in the dark green jacket there got rather warm, which is why he was put up as a bit of a negative on the way to the start. It may look a bright sunny day, but it's a little bit cooler probably than it was yesterday here. As ever, hugely popular this race course, and I think Al mentioned yesterday the crowd much up, a big increase yesterday, and just illustrating how popular jump racing is at the moment, aided in no small measure by the quality of the horses and some very helpful trainers and jockeys which help us media folk. They jump off now and caught in session on the outside of L'Eldorado onto the first fence, with back in third Astracad and Delphi Mountain. The grey Ferof jumping his first fence in public, Novices. Delphi Mountain made a mistake. Belvano is held up at the back. The front two are galloping on clear, caught in session on the near side of L'Eldorado. Then Ferof, a good jump at the second, very quick. And then Astracad, Belvano, Maggio, and Delphi Mountain, after that early mistake at that first fence, is now trailing the field as they gallop on towards the third. And these two are not hanging about in front, caught in session. Dumped it boldly on the outside of L'Eldorado. Ferof again was a little bit untidy there in third as they jumped the fence in front of the stands, and caught in session stood right off that, as did Ferof. Astracad is fourth on the inside of Belvano. What a lovely horse he is, Belvano. And then 3 lengths to Maggio, and well out of it is Delphi Mountain, and that early mistake seems to have unsettled him, and he's well adrift as they go on towards the next. Caught in session and L'Eldorado. Ferof about 12 lengths back in third, then Astracad, Belvano and Tony McCoy in the green and gold hoops of JP McManus, then Maggio, and finally Delphi Mountain. And between first and last there must be nearly half a furlong now as they jump the next plain fence. The two leaders in the air together. One wonders if they can keep up this tempo. They seem to have gone off very quickly, and Delphi Mountain has fallen when well out the back. Horse and rider quickly up, but it was not Delphi Mountain's day today. They're over the water meanwhile, and now on to an open ditch. And it's caught in session in the light green jacket, the darker green L'Eldorado. Ferof is closing in third, last season's Supreme Novices champ. And then Astracad and Belvano, and a gap back to Maggio as they take the next plain fence. And they're safely over that one, and now heading left-handed towards the big open ditch going up the hill on the far side of the course. This is 4 out there coming to in this independent newspaper. Novices Chase, a race dominated by champion trainer Paul Nicholls in recent years, and caught in session, puts in a splendid jump there at the ditch from L'Eldorado. Ferof and Astracad now breathing down their necks, followed by Belvano and Maggio. Well, John, the leaders went off probably too quickly here, and it's right for one of those following.
They did go off a good gallop, but they had a little bit of a breather, and they both jumped that last ditch particularly well. But this is the stage where it gets interesting. They're just starting to get a little bit tired, and jumping now will be at a premium.
Notice Tony McCoy, no great hurry on Belvano in 5th place at the moment. Ruby Walsh sitting very quietly on Ferof, as caught in session, leads at the third last, didn't get very high. Astracad moves into the lead now. Ferof is cantering along, the grey Ferof in the John Hales colours as they race towards the final turn, and Ferof is looming up on the outside of Astracad. Caught in session is third, Belvano back in 4th place, and then a long gap then to L'Eldorado, and finally Maggio rounding the final turn, and the second last comes up quickly. Astracad still just in front, but Ferof seems to be going much better at 2 out. Little in it there. Astracad on the right under Sam Twiston Davis, but Ruby Walsh now just lets out a little bit of rain to lead at the last on Ferof, and Ferof looks all class here from Astracad in second place, and Ferof is shaken up. He was expected to need this run by champion Paul Nicholls. Well, how good is he going to be when he's fully fit, because he's won in impressive fashion on his chasing debut from Astracad in second. Looking back to third, Maggio is running on for an unlikely third. Caught in session, looks very weary in the end, and just clings on for fourth from L'El Dorado, and Belvano looked pretty tired as well. It was a very strongly run race, that, and a hugely taking performance by Ferof, who made a couple of novice errors over the first 3 fences, but then warmed to the task. But most of all, most impressive of all, was how he travelled. Shortened up there at the last, put himself right. That's always good to see. He had Astracad's measure. Ruby Walsh riding with great confidence on this very talented grey, the Supreme Novices hurdle winner last March, and surely things can only get better from here on.
Well, Ruby, he was good, but I have to say I thought you were brilliant.